Another Monday hangout.
Yo, we are live right now.
Yes, we are. We're live. The link was sent into the Facebook, YouTube. We're on Hangouts right now. We're waiting for you guys. We got Dust Mites in here. We got Beast Words Berry, Beard Words Berry, Diorama Berry.
You're just jealous of the beard.
I'm jealous because you got a little maid there serving you and shit.
Not tonight. No. His sweetie is working this evening.
I got my bucket of beers, though.
Yeah, there's no table-side service. He's doing it a la Dust Mite style tonight. He's got him right here on deck.
We got ourselves another Northern Warrior, Ian. What's up, Ian?
How's it going?
What's up, Ian? How are you, brother?
Not too bad.
Welcome to the R.O.C Hangout.
Yeah, and last but not least, we got Nightwing in him. How's it going there, buddy?
It's going.
Keeping cool.
Nice weather and during the day and cold at night.
How cold is it right now? Like 6 below?
No, we're in the 30s. That's cold for us.
That's my regular daytime temperature today. That's my my weather's better. My weather's better.
That's
all you guys
all about where you live.
How cold is it up there, Tommy?
Yeah, well, right now, actually, we're kind of lucky, Ian. We got +1 right now, man. Wow! Woo!
+1 Celsius.
Yeah, +1 Celsius.
What's that Fahrenheit for all us U.S. viewers?
No idea.
You're asking me to think after I hit my head the other day? Yeah.
Google that shit, man.
Google it, man.
Google that shit, man.
Degrees, 34 degrees.
33, 34, somewhere, right?
Somewhere right in there.
Like that. I can't think, man. I'm resting my head right now, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tommy took a little bit of a spill this week, brother, right?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Wait, let's put Transformers.
I ain't going no fucking details.
Yeah, no. We need to hear the story, man.
How'd you fall down?
Oh, fuck you guys, man. Seriously.
All right, come on. Tell us about your earth-shattering experience.
So I'm at work, and I got to move my car because another coworker, I guess I'm behind his van, and he doesn't know how to drive in snow. We're on a driveway, so I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll go move my car. So I go down a couple steps, and then right at the last step, we clear our steps and everything. It's clear, right down to the cement. But if it rains the night before, you got that layer. It's almost like black ice. You can't even see that there's ice there. And I thought it was dry, and I just went, and my feet just went right up, landed on my tailbone and on my head. And he comes over me. He's like, "Oh, Tommy, are you okay?" And he's holding my back of my head. I was trying to focus on what he was saying here. I couldn't even fucking hear what he was saying.
What was that? What was that fucking? Was that his accent?
Yeah, it's some crazy accent. So he's holding my head. And I'm like, "Where's my hat?" I just want my hat. So he grabs my hat. I put it on, and now I could hear it ringing and whatnot in my head. But that was a heck of a hit, though, man. I wasn't really that sore. It was just my head, and I kind of stayed at work, and I was kind of, making sure I was okay, whatever, throughout the day. I let my boss know what was going on, and he goes, "You should go to the hospital." I said, yeah, I'll go. I didn't go that day. I didn't go on Saturday, but I went yesterday and whatnot. But I did like one of those pre-home, see if you have a concussion tests.
Oh, God, you Googled that shit?
No, man. It was really simple. So what I did, I sat down on my recliner.
If you sleep for 2 hours and you wake up, you're good. If you don't wake up, you're dead. Shout out to Google. Exactly. I stayed up all night until my daughter would wake up, and then I'd say, "Hey, Dad's gonna take." I was up all night, man. Like I didn't want to sleep. Afraid, man. Well, you know what? If you were afraid to go to sleep, then it was a pretty fucking hard fall, man.
Yeah.
Well, I did one of those pre-tests. You want to know what my pre-test is?
All right.
So anyways, this is my pre-test if you know I have a concussion. So anyways, I sat on my recliner, I'm watching some Transformers up, so I got my phone ready. I got my on speed dial. I got my buddy, the one that would take me to a hospital if I needed to go. And I grab my tab, and I go onto eBay, and I just type up specifically Transformers Beast Wars figures. And if I didn't fucking buy something, I'm fucking okay. If I didn't buy anything, so it's all good, man.
all good.
Snap.
All good.
Barry, shots
And
fired.
if I did buy something, it was speed dial, take me to the hospital. Something's fucking wrong with me.
Oh, Barry, man. He shot fucking shots fired, brother.
Woo! That was a barrage of shots here, man.
Holy shit. Wow.
So I was okay. It's all good, guys. It's all good.
All right,
No, but
Barry.
no, I went to check
Barry?
yesterday.
You like that test?
Hey, teach their own.
I'm going to fall tomorrow and try that out myself.
Well, it would be even worse if you typed in Beast Machines and bought something.
Oh, well. We don't even mention that. Well, Tommy, man, we heard the news this week, and I'm glad that it's all good, and you're still with us, and you're not, pissing on yourself, and
shit happens, man.
Shitting into your hand and eating it, and because
He's not pissing himself. So.
we all have. Well, I piss myself regularly, but that's just my business. But on other news.
So there's my story, whatever. It happens, shit happens.
Sticking to it. All right, hey, anybody watching right now, you could fucking join the Hangout. The link is in the Facebook group right now. Pop in, say what's up, hang out a little bit.
Yeah, man. Get you guys in here. So anyways, I got a topic.
Oh, it's an R.O.C topic show tonight, man. We did topics
this
on
was the
ETR.
thought.
We're going to do
This
topics
is the thought
right
before
here.
I bang my head. So
Oh, so it must be really good. It must be really
so anyways,
good.
I was talking to a guy here in Winnipeg. What's that?
And you didn't knock the topic out?
Oh, topics. I told you I didn't buy any Beast Wars figures. What the fuck? I'm good. So anyways, I was talking to a guy here in Winnipeg, and we were just discussing some old G1 kind of cartoons and stuff like that, and we were kind of, discussing, hey, what would be cool? What kind of cartoon would you want back and redone with the new technology that we have nowadays, right, with the CGA and whatnot? And I was kind of, my idea was maybe some G1, like Season 2. Some of the Season 2 figures have been coming out lately with Grapple and Inferno and whatnot, so what would you guys want back? I mean, we all have our own G1 cartoons, like me and Eddie. We come from the Silver Age, right, Eddie?
Silver Age, baby.
Yeah, hashtag Silver Age. Man.
Silverback.
That's right. So G1 is actually G1 for us. You know what I'm saying? G1 for us. G1 is G1. Whereas some of the younger guys, right, their G1 could be like, Cybertron, Armada, Beast Wars.
Beast Wars?
Okay, Tommy, I got a question for you.
So that the question that I had was to you guys is like, what cartoon would you want redone? And now, when I say redone, I mean with the new technology, same kind of storyline, same characters, but obviously a lot more depth.
Are they just piggybacking the same script, or are they going to embellish on the script to make it better?
Embellish and make it better, right?
Okay. So they're going off the same storyline per episode, but yet in better and making it more mainstream for today's standards.
Right, exactly. There you go.
Okay. So anybody could just come out and be like, yeah, we can make a CGA version, CGI, whatever version of Season 1 and go with it, from shot to shot. But you're saying like a total revamp.
Total revamp. If there was one, what would you want? What cartoon did you fancy? Which one would you want to see? Because I think season 2 G1, I'd like to see that. And Season 3 too. I mean, that was good. Not Season 4.
Yeah, well, we don't.
I don't want to go there. Yeah.
That's the one thing nobody really talks about in the fandom, honestly. And if you do, you're not here.
Exactly.
If you don't have the same voices doing the characters, I'd rather stick with the old animation.
Yeah, well, that has a lot to do with is the voice acting. And
if you haven't got Chris Latta doing Starscream with that voice and that attitude,
well,
it's not Starscream.
Well, here's the thing. Like, they just did the Devastation game, right? And it wasn't for me. I'm not a button-mashing video game guy. But from what I watched and seen from it, and I looked on YouTube and I watched the cutscenes all together, the animation was on point. The voice acting, they got whoever was around, who they can get to do the voice acting for that. The G1 nostalgia was there. It was really fucking incredible what they did with that game. From a G1 fan, of course,
Yeah,
everybody
it
knows
was phenomenal.
I'm a G1 guy. You know what I mean? I'm not about all that other Armada and the Unicron trilogy shit. I tried watching it and it just doesn't stick with me. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't.
You don't like Sparkles?
Yeah, I don't like little fucking robots and I mean, honestly, think about it this way: G1. If you watch G1 cartoons, and it came out in the '80s, it's kidified, but it's not like how bad the newer stuff is, like totally dumbed down and kidified. You get what I'm
No.
saying?
You look at it or G.I. Joe, and they were written well. They weren't talking down to the kids.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, most of the writers went on to become some of the great names in comic book writing, such as Marv Wolfman.
Yep. You're absolutely
So
right, man.
it wasn't written just for the kids. It was written
Well,
for the
you got to
adults
think
as well.
Well, think about it this way. In the '80s, it was new. It was right after Reagan passed the bill that we were able to make an animated show to promote a product. You know what I mean? You couldn't do that beforehand. There was a ban on that shit, so there couldn't be any type of promotion on TV other than commercials to promote a toy line or whatnot. Once he lifted that ban up and changed that law, that's when that whole boom in the '80s came in. That's when you had your Mask, your Transformers, your G.I. Joe, all that, your Rainbow Brights, your Thundercats, your My Little Ponies. The shows were not made to make you want to watch a show. The show was made to make you want to buy a fucking toy. And that's what they were in That's what they were in business for: making money, buying product. So that's what all the shows, and still to this day, that's how it is. But being that it was so new back in the '80s, they didn't know what they needed to do. Nowadays, they know exactly what they need to do. They could target that audience. Back then, they didn't know what the audience was because it was new. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So maybe some of the tones was a little bit too more adult. You know what I mean? Or maybe it wasn't too dumbed down because they didn't know. And let's face it, as the generations go on, and these new generations aren't as
intelligent.
Well, I don't want to be Mr. Silver Age here, but you get what I'm saying. Well. But
did you enjoy Prime though?
Yeah, I did enjoy Prime. I watched
Prime. Prime was a good story.
Prime was really good. It really was a great series. I was surprised. I was surprised how much I enjoyed watching Prime. It was a little dark. It was really dark, and I really enjoyed.
I love that.
Especially towards the end.
That's what really drew me to that series, is like how it just darkness. Starting with the first episode, killing an Autobot. That's unheard of.
Well, he was
kill him again.
He was the highest paid voice actor in the show, so once it got
once
it got picked up for the series, they were like, you know what, he's got to go, because it was originally just a fucking 2-hour movie. Yeah,
but it made sense though. You're not going to hire a guy that's going to take the budget of like everybody else.
Well, that's before it became a series. It was just that animated movie to home shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was really surprised. You know what? All the Transformers shows they go with the Japanese. It's kind of like the Japanese fucking blueprint, Transformers robots with the human characters. The human characters are the mascots. The human characters are what's supposed to draw people in. I don't think that's the case with us in the U.S. I think the less human interaction, the better.
Now, Beast Wars, there's no humans in that.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Barry, great.
There are proto-humans, though.
Yeah,
well, that's the whole code of the heroes.
Yeah, but you know what? Beast Wars is a great show. As much as people don't like it and don't enjoy the fact that your Transformers or turning into animals or whatnot. You know, the character development was insane and great written show, man. It really was a good written show.
The show and the storyline was pristine. Like that's what I loved. You know, it took me so long to watch that show.
Yeah, I remember when you said like you were like, "Yo, Dust, I'm watching it, man. I'm really liking it. You know, this is really good." I'm like, "Yeah, it is. It's not that bad, man. It's good."
I would give the devil his due. It is good. It is part of G1, and maybe once I get the G1 original series figures, seasons 1 through 4, and the few non-series figures I had, I may come back and pick up the Beast Wars because they are part of that family.
You know, it was funny during that time when they were out, man. There was nothing else out Transformers, so
yeah, that's true.
I was buying them, man. I was going out and I was hitting the KBs for those fucking red line fucking clearance joints, and you know, I had a lot of Beast Wars figures. Did I enjoy them? Not as much as I would for vehicles, but it was at a weird time because we didn't have anything else.
Season 2, you got somewhat vehicles.
Well, yeah.
They
kind of did the transformation, the morphing, but you know, I was out collecting like Power of the Force Star Wars figures, you know, the Power of the Force 2 series. You know, I was out, you know, getting some of the Toy Biz Marvel stuff. You know, I was really big into the Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Man series. So it's like, you know, I was out collecting all that in the 90s. And this was just something like, if I walked into a KB and saw some shit on clearance, I bought it. Was I buying it like at full price? No. Well, yeah, depth charge. Depth charge was fucking great. You know, Amazon back in the day. Amazon had really good prices. This is like the internet was kind of like taking over. Amazon had really good prices on figures. So I did have a large Beast Wars collection. Did I have them transformed and put on a shelf? No. Most of it was in package.
I mean, I got a bunch in package myself.
Yeah.
I also got a lot open. I mean, like I showed you guys on the show. You know, I picked up Hellscream, and this is a Japanese version of Cyber Shark, basically.
Yeah. Great. I mean, I really enjoyed the show. It really is a good show. The characters alone. I mean, there was so much development in the characters.
Yeah. Well, because they didn't have to worry about, you know, retarded humans wandering around and having
I think, like I said before, like that has a lot to do with it. And a lot of the new shows, they dumb it down with that, you know, Pokemon Japanese sidekick shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you saw Prime. You watch Prime. We've all watched Prime, right? Okay, you know,
like 4 times.
The last season of that, how they just kind of just ignored the humans completely.
Yeah, it was great.
Just like, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
we're done with you.
And then like,
go hide somewhere safe, and we'll take care of it.
And they tied it in. They tied it all into like kind of like a G1 continuum, you know?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just babbling.
Yeah, well, I babble too. Isn't that what we do? We babble in here. The Hangout Babble crew here.
Babbling.
I want to babble more on those.
Babbling.
Bippity boppity boo.
I was babbling.
So yeah, the toys, like, cause the Beast Wars toys, like I just could not get into that, and yet at that time, like, was it 90, 96, 97? That's when the toys were coming out, 95, something like that. And I just couldn't get into it, and yet that was the only really big Transformers that I could purchase at that time. But Depth Charge was probably the only one that I really wanted, and I still didn't get that one. That was a pretty badass figure, man. I like that one.
He was a fucking dope-ass character, man.
Yeah.
He was a badass.
Yeah, they brought him into the show. He was just like, holy shit.
Well,
where the hell did this guy come from?
Well, they had to fill the gap for Dinobot, is what they had to do. You know, once they killed off Dinobot, they needed another strong character.
But the way he wasn't down with he wasn't down with the Maximals, but he was, you know.
Yeah,
when they called him, he was there, but he was the bounty hunter. You know what I mean? He was looking for Rampage. Yeah. All he wanted was to fucking find Rampage, and that, you know, it was just like that's all he was about. But yet, when he needed he stepped in and did what he had to do.
I did like that series though, how they tied off all the loose ends for the characters. That was satisfying for the end of the series.
The funny thing about that show was like when they first went into that, they didn't want to tie it into G1, and then like when season 2 came in towards the end, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna tie it into G1."
Yeah, as soon as you see the arc, everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. So the whole time they're on this prehistoric planet. Like I used to think back when I was watching it before season 2, I was like, "Yeah, man, this has got to be Earth."
Yeah,
you know, it's got to be Earth. This is gonna be.
They wanted to leave the door open, but they didn't want to walk through it that first.
Yeah. And I'm like,
we gave it 2 months, but we can blow one up and turn it into Earth.
Yep. And then when you start seeing like they're showing like the primates and like I'm like, this has got to be Earth, even though it has like 3 moons or whatnot. There's gonna be something where the moons are gone. It's they're gonna tie it in somewhere, and they did.
I kind of figured that whenever they had dinosaurs.
Yeah, but we weren't sure because they made it so obscure enough and weird that it wouldn't be Earth.
It was vague enough to get around it if they wanted to, or they could tie it back in.
Exactly.
They did a really good tying it in though. Like
that was great, man. Yeah, well,
in there real nice,
with the arc there and the golden disc, and Starscream's ghost didn't have to be there, but I get it.
Starscream's ghost was cool.
Oh my god,
cool.
I literally jumped off my couch when
Of course you did.
I was like, oh my god, Starscream's in here, and I was even more pumped. I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
I have one question about that. The last time we saw Starscream in G1, he had a body again. That was after Unicron gave him one.
Yeah, but
how did he become a ghost again?
Galvatron went after him.
But did Galvatron catch him? And Galvatron at
I think he did.
I assume he did because he's a ghost again. So.
Yeah, he's definitely a ghost again. So you obviously fucking tore him up, tore him a new asshole.
And what was he doing on Earth before he was reformatted into a jet?
If you watch the beginning of the episode, he actually goes through the same time warp they did to get to where they were.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, it's like the very, very beginning of the episode.
I'll have to argue and watch it again.
I'm definitely up for a new a marathon of Beast Wars again, man. I downloaded a torrent. I have them all on on my hard drive.
He's ready.
Yeah. It's something. I'm not hating, man. Is every episode good? No, but is it a fun show? It's fun.
Barry has inspired us. That's what he's done.
Yeah, Beast Wars Barry. Come on, guys. Go out there and watch it. All right, well, I just want to sidetrack here. There seems to be a little bit of drama going into the chat right now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, there's a fellow Chris Inman. He's a little pissed off that we are not answering the chat as we talk. Okay, so the next time... Yo, Chris, let me know the next time you do a show. I will be on, and I will definitely help you monitor the chat when you're doing a live show. No one is interested in answering the comments, which is the life of your business. All right, Russ jumps in. They will check in a minute. It's amazing. No one is looking at the comments. No one gives a damn. I'm out. Peace.
Wow, guys, really?
Okay.
We're going to go that way?
Shout out to that guy. And he said, who's the bald guy named Edward? That's Night Wiggum, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Wow.
So, we're just going to put this guy on blast. So, yeah, shout out. Shout out to fucking Chris Inman.
Wow. That's just crazy.
That's great, man. I love it, man. I love all the fucking chat bullshit.
Jeez, what a fucking anal piece of shit. Oh, did I just say that live? If anybody knows me, this is me. I have no filter, so guess what? Fuck you, motherfucker. Anyways.
He wasn't even saying anything important.
Jay, thanks for checking us, Chris.
Shit. That time of the month for him, I guess.
That's it. Thanks for checking us, Chris, in my badass typing technique. That's all wrong because I hit a J. Some people are just ass clowns. Russ! Shout out to Russ, man. Some people are just ass clowns. Yes, they are. I had to come back to comp and read this shit. I'm off coloring with my kids and listening to... But what? Shout out to Plastic Therapy. Plastic Therapy is in here, man. Oh, wow. It's just what it is, man. It's just the nature of the beast, For doing a show for this long with as many people that watch it, we don't get many negative comments. We don't get many dislikes. Every once in a while, we'll get that dislike, or we'll get someone that talks shit. But the trolls are not here, which makes me think we're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
well, he's more than welcome to come to me personally. I don't know.
But I really would like embrace all the ass clowns. Yes, Chris, I'm calling you an ass clown. Hey, we're not paying attention to Chris, so what should we do?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
All right, Chris.
How's it going there, Chris?
Hey, we're gonna spend 10 minutes talking about Chris Inman. I-N-M-A-N. Hey, Chris Inman, this is your hour. This is your time. Let's talk about Chris. Anybody got to say anything good about Chris?
What the hell's his issue, man?
Nah, let's get the crickets. Where's the fucking crickets? You know what? I'm all about having fucking members jump in and whatnot. But you know what, Chris?
Yeah.
We don't need you, man. Just bounce out, man.
Yeah, bounce out, man. We don't need that crap.
Yeah.
Peace.
I could see if like he actually had a legitimate question to be bitching about something, but he didn't.
You know what? I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. The chat is it's on a delay, and he keeps saying, "Seriously, Dust, I'm not an ass clown." Okay, you're not an ass clown.
Crybaby?
Da 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 da. Not an ass.
Shut the fuck up, Chris.
Shut the fuck up. Nah, but you know what? Whatever.
Ironhide has spoken.
All right, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't mean to talk down to you, but what can I do to make this better for you? I'm sorry we did not check the chat. I'm sorry we did not talk about you. We are talking about you now. So shout out to Chris. Love you, baby. Big fan.
Hey, maybe Chris can help me out with this. When you get these little comics that come in with the Combiner Wars? How do you read these in sequence? Where do you know where to start reading these things? Okay, Chris, can you help me with that one? Because I've been trying to figure that out. I haven't read one of these things yet, but I got a stack of them over here. I don't want to know where I should start, Chris. Can you help me with that?
All right. Chris is saying, "Dust, honestly, I love the show." And man, Chris, we love to have you on board, man. But chill out, man. We're here, man. We'll get to you. We'll get to you, brother. You want to be on the show? The link is in the Facebook group. If you're a member of the Facebook group, jump in. Come on, man. We got plenty of spots open right now. The Realm of Collectors is open to everybody, man. So just pop in, man. Say what's up, man. So shout out to Chris, man. Shout out to Chris. There was a little miscommunication, but you know what? We love you, baby. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
So, but seriously, where do I start reading these things? I don't know what to do with these things. They're just sitting here, man. I haven't read one of them yet.
I would tell you, but I don't buy Combiners Wars.
You gotta buy them all, and then just like, okay.
But there's a few that didn't come with comics either. So
you know what?
There are gaps.
They're all the same fucking issues with different covers. It's just like Combiner War figures, man. There's 5 issues. There's 5 issues, and they just put different covers on them, like the figures.
That's a lot of issues, man. There's a lot of issues going on in the chat too.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
I guess it seems like there's more bumping them in the chat than here.
Man.
All right, so let's go back to our cartoon talk. So, Tommy.
Yeah, so I was saying, season 2, man. I'd love to see that redone. Those characters in there, there was a lot of bouncing characters. Like they were popping characters that are left and right at us.
Yeah, that's when they were on the that's exactly. See, you could see they were selling toys.
At the risk of getting slapped down here, if they did that, I would like to see them go back, expand on the original scripts that they had for the Headmaster final miniseries, the season 4.
Yeah,
I mean, that was originally supposed to be 5. They cut it to 3. Let's take it, make it a 6 to 8 episode thing, and tell the story properly.
well, you know what? The Japanese Headmaster series was pitched to Hasbro and for the U.S. release, and they just didn't go for it. They wanted to go with the more of a human and robot interaction. For that
Well, like
line.
I said, they had a script that was supposed to be like a 5-issue miniseries of it, and then Sunbow collapsed, and they pulled the plug on it.
I think the Sunbow fucking series was incredible. If that was done with the the U.S. voices, man, that shit would be incredible. It would be a force to be reckoned with, man. I just think it would just be like it would be that last season we all wanted.
Yeah, going back to Tommy's question though, it'd be kind of a neat series would be the span between season 2 and the movie.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
They jumped a number of years there, where they could fill in a whole series in that point in time.
You know what? The Japanese series came out with the what's it called, Scramble City episode, because they didn't get the movie in Japan. The movie never happened in Japan, so they needed to.
But it was after.
Yeah, it was way after.
Their Headmaster.
It was way after 5, 6, 7 years after. So they had to link what happened in season 2 to where they were going with their series. So they came out with Scramble City, which is a great episode. If you guys could watch it on YouTube. There's a Japanese raw and there's a subtitled out there right now. So
they did.
They also put it on with the movie a few years ago. But the problem is there's no dialogue
on the DVD, right?
Yeah. There's no dialogue on it, which really is a pain in the butt.
Nah, but if somebody subtitled it, it's right out there, man.
Yeah, so I've
good stuff, man.
I watched both of them; they're pretty good.
Yeah,
but the toys came out. The toys came out before that show, though.
Well, you know what happened was the toys were dying, man. People weren't fucking buying them.
Well, that's why they were coming out with those gimmicks.
Yeah.
Them all. Yeah. Like your protective bots could connect to Metroplex and it was all that
mix and match. Yeah. Look at this, we could do this, and then that whole G2 era came in with the crazy colors, and it just died.
Micromasters, don't you?
Really fucking
a lot of
died.
acid back in the day.
Well, it just died, man. Squirting water, I could squirt water.
Take the transforming gimmick away and make them regular robots that ride transforming vehicles. The Action Masters was, I think, the dumbest idea they ever did.
Well, they had the.
What was that? Yeah, you said the Action Masters?
Yeah. That was you bought like Prowl, and he came with a motorcycle that turned into a defense base.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember that now.
Yep, Chris Inman's in the chat right now, and he's saying there was no subtitles to the Scramble City, so it's hard to figure out back in the day before it was translated. And the line was still going strong in Japan, but in the U.S. it just fucking died with everything else that was coming out in the U.S. at the time, and Transformers it couldn't compete. It couldn't compete, and then they faulted on that line, and then they came out with that G2 shit, and it just.
I think I bought a grand total of 2 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that flopped. It flopped. It didn't really go anywhere.
Yep.
They tried to re-spark that up, and it just didn't happen there. So, I know there was a time where it was just dry. Like it just where are these these new shows gonna come out? That's what I was waiting for. You know what I mean? I was on this big roll watching all these seasons, G1s, and then kind of just died out.
It was part of the time where I was in my young teens. And then like
I
got to my older teens, you know, like I was working on music and doing hip hop shit, and like girls, and you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah, I was playing junior hockey and playing junior football.
But I was still reading my comics and kind of fucking around with toys here and there. But it wasn't like, this is like 88, 89 shit. I was working on all that other shit, man. And it was like
sophomore, junior year.
Silver Age, baby. Silver Age in the house.
How many of us can say we were that age when we were at that point?
Yeah, but...
It was so funny is that back in that day when I used to play junior hockey, I used to be with the guys, and we went down to Warroad, Minnesota, and then St. Paul, Minnesota, Twin Cities. We'd play tournaments out there. And I remember we'd have our free time, and I'd always try to skip out to one of the toy stores. I didn't even tell the guys. I'd say, I'll be right back. I'm going to be back in about an hour. I go out by looking at the toy stores and want those guys knowing what I was doing at that time, right? Because you had to be cool, right?
Hey, I had anatomy and physiology after lunch. Me and a buddy of mine, we'd share a table dissecting cats. We'd go home for lunch, watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then in the middle of the dissection, we'd be discussing the episode.
Really?
Did you say dissecting cats?
Yes.
What do you mean, dissecting cats?
Biosafe. Make the incision, remove the organs. Preserved cats that have been
cats.
Cats.
Meow, meow cats.
Yes.
Meow.
Yes.
Like my homeboy, my homegirl Wookie right there. It's looking at me.
Yeah.
Ooh, yikes. Okay.
Interesting.
Next up.
Sad and Dogfish.
they were discussing Autobot X episode.
All right, so let's
No,
talk about. All right, we talked about Beast Wars. We talked about some of G1, G2, and all that, and the Japanese shit. Let's talk about where they went after that with the Armada and the Cybertron. What do they call that? They call that the Unicron trilogy.
Yeah.
All right, so is anybody here in this room right now familiar with the Unicron trilogy?
Nope. I've seen bits and pieces. This is about it.
Yeah, because we can't get past the first 3 minutes with the little robots and the human characters going. All right, so
I never got into it. I quit watching until Prime. I got the DVDs of G1 and I watched them until Prime was released.
Really, you didn't dab into the Cybertron or the Armada?
Never appealed to me. A friend of mine's kid had all the toys and all this, and wherever he showed me, this is Grimlock, and it's a steam shovel. My brain went, no, Grimlock is a T-Rex.
It was funny. Right after the Beast Wars shit went down, and Japanese series Car Robots came out, which was RID in the U.S., it was hitting the internet fucking strong. And this is what, 2000, 2001, I think that was around. The car robot line came out. I was new to the internet. Jesus, it was a long time ago. And I just enjoyed the fact that they fucking went back to vehicles. It's like Superfire Convoy. Me and Rolling Steel back in the day, we used to go to Clifton, New Jersey. There was a big comic shop there called Outer Limits, and we went in there, and it was an import. I paid $100 back in the day. This was back in the day, $100 for fucking Superfire Convoy, which I still have to this day. It was a window box, original window box release, and the series just took off. Because the Japanese show started coming on, I used to watch it. I had 56K. I would watch it broadcasted. It would buffer. You watch a little bit, you wait. Watch a little bit.
I never had the patience for that.
Hold on. Watch a little bit, wait. Watch a little bit, wait. You know what I mean? That's back in the day shit. And,
I remember that.
It was all raw Japanese, and it's like it just like. I didn't give a fuck because it was good to see vehicles back in there. Even though some of the Destrons or Decepticons were beasts because they just rehashed some of the Beast Wars shit that they did. from that one. It was really good to watch that and see that come back in and be able to buy those toys. I went hard in. I had the whole line, the Car Robots line. I had, you know what I mean? You had Superfire Convoy, you had Gigatron, which was the Megatron. You had all the Minions, you had the Carbots, you had Bill King, which was kind of like a flip on Devastator. It was an Autobot construction vehicle combiner.
And
So
you
you
had,
guys-
what was it they remodeled Verticus into?
It was Baldagus, Baldagus, or something like that. I don't know. I had it. I never took it out of the box. I sold on eBay like a year ago for $100. I made some money on that. It's all good. But they did rehash some of the original lines into it, but there was enough new product that after your Beast Wars and Animal, you know what I mean, generation, you just came into something new and it was back. And that's where I started to really enjoy having vehicles and you know, the Autobots and the Decepticon shit back. I mean, they made Brave Maximus. They made a Fortress Maximus. You know, I got it from my buddy. I had it in my car. He was shotgun. I was driving shotgun with my Brave Maximus with a seatbelt on. You know what I mean? That's how dope it was. You know, it was really good to get back into a vehicle type line. And then, of course, we bought these import prices, and then a year later they're like, yeah, it's coming to America.
Yeah, that was Robots in Disguise, wasn't it?
Yeah. What do you mean it's coming to America? Yeah, all those toys that you paid 99% more is going to be in your Walmart for like $12.
Coming to America.
You know, but you know, that's where it was for me as a collector, where I went through the Beast Wars era and enjoyed it and bought some of the stuff. But then once the Car Robots came in, aka RID, I was on it, man. It was great to get the vehicles back.
I wish my daughter was up right now. She could tell you guys all about the R&D and Cybertron. She watches those. She schools me on it because I never really watched it, right? So
you know,
she knows all those
I
shows.
tried rewatching all that shit, but it's too dumbed down. It's too dumbed down.
So where can you get the RID series? Like, that's one I have not been able to find, like on DVD or something.
Pawn shops.
RID? There's a torrent out for it.
I don't torrent shit.
Oh, come on, man. Just send me you know what? Just go to the store, buy me a hard drive, send it to me. I'll fucking load it up. Anybody out there that wants anything from the 80s or the 90s or whatnot, send me a fucking 100 terabyte hard drive or whatever the fuck it is. 1 terabyte, excuse me, 100. I'm like, whoa, snap.
How much shit
That's like
1,000 gigs.
That's like a fucking thing like this. Just send me a terabyte, you know. Just send it to me. I'll load it up and I'll send it to you, man. I'll send it back to you with some shit, man. I got everything from like Gold Lion, Voltron shit, all the Japanese joints, all the 80s joints, man.
Ruination.
All for you guys. Yeah, Ruination.
Ruination.
That was. I had to look it up.
Ruination was the U.S. name.
Combaticons.
Yes, but Balgus was the name of the RID Car Robots. Excuse me, Car Robots name.
Ball juice.
Ball Juice. Speaking of Ball Juice,
Yo.
look who's here. Mr. Ball Juice is in the house.
All right.
Whoa, Mr. Wu
Fresh.
himself.
Fresh squozed for your.
Squozed.
Yep. Fresh squozed.
Yeah, we're talking about the animated series and the cartoons and whatnot.
Hey, Ian, what's your thought on that?
What was your favorite cartoon series?
You asking me or?
Ian.
Oh, sorry.
I got it. Honestly, it was the movie that got me into it when I was a kid, and it was all the stuff that came after that kind of got me excited.
The animated movie?
Yeah, the one with Hot Rod and all that fun jazz. I remember going to my bowling on Sundays on the afternoon, and I'd watch the Disney movie that they had to split up on the Saturday and the Sunday. And I remember getting excited because my parents taped this for me, and I didn't know what the hell it was. And I just went apeshit after that for it.
thought you were messing around with Ironhide.
Yeah, it's definitely a Fans Toys product. I heard squeak.
It's
Yeah, it's spotted.
Squeaky.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a few guys today.
fucking great, man. Great set, man. Fuck all you motherfuckers. This is a great set.
You got that today?
That's your G1 reflector right there.
I got the reflector. I got the on-hide. And I also got the clamp down.
You got that Sigma L coming?
Actually, I do.
Oh, sorry.
Was that you I bought that off of?
Yeah.
Well, you got that from Videotron.
The ROC is putting people together every day.
I know you.
Do I know you?
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's what you look like. Oh, okay.
Did you really buy that off him?
Yeah, I did actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question about the clamp down because that mold has been done how many times now? How is it for
85?
the joints and stuff like that?
Honestly, so far it was the most solid of them all.
Really, eh?
I'm digging it personally, but I'm also a sucker for the Lambos.
What do you think about sometimes the longer they do a mold, they tighten it up a little because the Hasbro Starscream they released, man, is tighter than any of the Takara ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's tight as fuck, man.
So
Those Takara Seekers are fucking a shame to me that they're that much money.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
Jesus
them all.
Christ.
Actually, I actually have extra Thundercracker in Skywarp. No.
Oh, what's up with that extra Skyward?
extra
dude,
ones.
bud?
Oh, extra.
Is it you have like the Takara one?
No, not the Takara ones are extra.
Oh.
I have the Takara one.
Extra. Beeswater Berries got an extra Skywarp. Extra.
Are you trying to get rid of your extra Skyward?
Breaking news right
This
now.
just in.
Just a thing on the Cybertron Cafe newsline is.
Hey, wait. Let me get my fedora. I got my notepad already here, so.
Fedora, I'll ignore you. Hey, no. All right, so what are you selling? This is your time to sell your swaps.
I haven't sold anything yet.
All right. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I don't know.
selling, I got a
Are
bunch
you
of stuff to sell.
keeping both of those Skywarps?
I might sell the Hasbro one I have.
Is that the one with the crazy long hip skirts?
Yes.
Good luck selling that piece of shit.
Okay, so let's talk about Jisk and Jabatron, aka
AKA _ AKAs.
your cartoon addiction for Transformers. What is it for you?
Oh, like how did I get into it? Or what am I hyped about?
Tommy.
What are you hyped about? What would you like to hear, or what would you like to see come back if they could redo it?
Yeah,
I'd like to redo a traditional. It doesn't have to be the same, but just the traditional G1,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Same
Now-
characters. I can even be in that new style animation, but I just want to see those same characters.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Would you like it?
And the same basic look of the vehicles and robots.
And I understand why they can. I mean, at the same time, really, any kid, like, how many VW bugs do you see on the road? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I understand why they had to do that, but
Punch buggy.
I have Herbie
Oh.
running around my town.
I mean, my kids would get it because I have a '66 VW, but nobody else. I mean, the average kid isn't gonna like, what the fuck is this thing?
Whoa, wait a minute. You have a 66 video.
Yeah, I have
Is it yellow? Is it yellow?
Whoa, hold on. Whoa. Back it up. Beep. You own a 66 VW?
I own a '66 VW Bug.
What do you got, a fucking used car lot in the fucking back of your house?
No, me and my brother bought it like in 2010 and fixed. We bought one.
Why?
Is it yellow?
I've liked it since. No, it's not yellow. It's red. It's a custom color that we mixed ourselves. We call it dog dick red. And it's not that red, but that's just the color that we did.
Shit.
I don't even want to know why you call it the dog dick.
We are
Dog dick
finding
red.
something new about.
It's dog dick red.
Wow.
And well, because you had to give it a name, you know. My brother
Call it Cliff Jumper.
My brother for a time worked at a body shop, and I'm like, oh, we mixed this red one day. We're just messing around there. and he had to give it a name in the computer system. Like, let's just call it Dog Dick Red. So no one will buy, no one will look at it, or it's not going to be a color that's going to be sold to anybody else. What custom colors do you have? This lovely Dog Dick Red that just came in.
Hey, I got a perfect idea here. Make Dust happy with this Bumblebee. Mix up a special yellow just for him. Have him send you a Bumblebee and paint it.
The Dog Dick Red? Well, unfortunately, that shot's closed. I can't do that anymore.
I was thinking vaginal discharge yellow.
No, I have a great one. It's called Toy World B. That's my masterpiece Bumblebee. So.
But yeah, it's currently not. I mean, like every VW bug, it's currently not running. It's sitting in my brother's garage with no seats. I mean, it runs. It just doesn't have any seats. We were redoing the upholstery, and we just haven't. Actually, if you really want to have a long, boring story, a buddy of mine gave me a lot of this like sound dampening foil. I don't know if you've ever been in a VW bug or know anything about it, but they're kind of loud. And so this insulates. You put it all down on the inside of the car, and it kind of insulates the sound of the car, so it sounds a little bit quieter. So we got all that stuff. We put it in, and then we decided to redo like all the seats and.
You're never gonna finish it. Just sell it. Just get out now.
We'll finish
it now.
Well, it used to be. We did all this work when it used to be in my garage, and then when I moved to my new house that I'm in now, I was like, man, I'm not taking the car. I call it Frank. The car's name is Frank. After my grandfather, whose name was Dynamite.
Yeah, fuck Frank. We ain't fucking with that right now.
Dude, you got to take Frank, man. Frank's gonna sit in your garage. But now I live 40 minutes from my brother, where I used to live a mile down the street from him. So
we need to see a picture of Frank.
Frank, yeah, I don't know. I have one somewhere on my computer. But Frank's doing good. It's got AC in it, believe it or not. 66 VW bugs don't have them.
No,
they don't have AC.
They didn't have heat.
Ours has AC.
Because the motor was in the back, it didn't have heat.
Yeah, so a custom company put it. There's a guy here in Clearwater, close to the city where we live, that's what the guy does. He puts ACs in Volkswagen, so it was cheap, and it just has an extra little pulley. All it is one bigger belt and another little.
Really.
Compressor, yeah, they're so simple, man.
Yeah, most of those VW bugs, they had that 454 air conditioning, eh?
No, they don't have any air conditioning. Well,
I'm saying they used to have that 454 air conditioning. It's 4 windows down, 54 miles an hour down the highway.
Yeah, 4x54.
Yeah, I've never heard that before, but yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Or you could get, what you used to be able to get with like these swamp coolers, and you could still get them now, but it's like this huge tube. It looks like a torpedo that sticks out the side of the window.
They do that on the lowriders.
Right, yeah. And so as you're driving, it spins this little cooler inside that pumps cold air in through the window, which they look really cool, especially if you have it painted the same color as your car. But
that would be pretty sharp.
We didn't go that route. So, yeah, the whole point was to fix it and then to sell it and then to get something else. I'm not going to make this about a car show, but I really want to get. I like Volkswagens a lot.
Hey, it's Realm of Collectors.
Okay, get Matt. We need
Realm of Collectors. We collect everything.
Yeah. And
hold on. I got this liver over here that I just got from this guy.
I'll take it.
Realm of collecting body
parts. I have a goose heart.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I want to be a biologist at one point.
You are the type that would.
1 week I had a goose egg. So
Chris has got a question in the chat. He says, "Can you guys talk about the difference between G1 Headmasters Season 4 and the Takara Headmasters Season 4?"
Was that Season 3?
That was Season 3.
That's what I thought, but that was his question. I'm just reading it.
Headmasters was Season 4 here.
Well, you can't. I mean,
it ended. Season 3 ended with the return of Optimus Prime. Season 4 was a 3-episode season.
Yeah. Season 4 was the rebirth.
It was the rebirth. Yeah,
which was
which turned into an afterbirth.
Yeah, it was just thrown together just to sell the toys.
And like I said, they had a huge storyline.
Season 4 in Japan was to continue the storyline after we just died on it. It just kept going. Way
after
better.
Sunbow collapsed.
Japan ignored ours though because they restarted the series.
Yep, they restarted their own.
Yeah, they really rushed through that Rebirth, though. Eh? Like, just rushed right
that's
through
like,
it.
well, that's why, like I said, there was no movie here in Japan, so they didn't have any type of characters to go off the movie. That's why they did Scramble City.
And that's how come they ditched all the movie characters so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what, 5 episodes in and Hot Rod and Cuff and Blur are gone?
Yep. But they went with the headmasters. They pushed the headmasters because that was the line Takara was pushing at the time.
I think there were only 3 characters from the movie that stayed: Galvatron, Cyclonus, and Scourge.
For the most part, but you had Wheelie.
Yeah, so didn't you have Wheelie?
You had Wheelie.
Not Ollie.
Yeah, Cop, not Ollie.
Yeah.
You had not Ollie. You had a Cop in there, and
Well, I said he left when Hot Rod did, and Blur.
Blur was in there for a
RC
bit.
stayed.
RC was in there for a while. You know,
Magnus stayed through through the whole run.
Well, no, Magnus got killed. Magnus,
He got off.
Magnus got blown to pieces.
Shows you how far I made it through that.
Yeah, but you know, it's like RC originally. RC was playing a secretary role in that line because
Like she should have.
that was the Japanese thinking at the time, that a female character was playing a secretary. So she would come in and bow her head and, you know.
Bring hot oil in.
Hashtag know your role.
Hashtag know your role.
RC. Can you
Bring
that
up
fucking
the
energy
hot
on
oil
over
in.
there?
Can I oil your balls, Ultra Magnus? How many? You know, she know what the fuck to do.
She was the hooer du jour.
Yeah. Oh, it's yours. That's right. Shout out to RC. I love you, baby.
Anyways.
That brings up a question.
What's up?
Does anybody think we will get a
No.
Masterpiece RC?
No.
Yes, at some point we will.
We did.
Didn't we get? Wasn't there 3 of them they made? There was one.
The Generations RC was made by a designer.
It's the closest.
Yep.
It's the only one I have, but it's
the closest
I'm sorry,
official.
it's shorter than Bad Cube's Brawn. It needs to be bigger.
Well, we got Azalea. I mean,
Azalea, right? That's it.
No,
That's
tiny, man.
IDW.
I don't even worry about it being IDW at this point. It's just too tiny.
Yeah, that's what she said.
No!
Oh!
Whoa!
That's me.
All right, on that note, we're going to end the broadcasting part of the R.O.C Hangout.
We're just going to cut it short right there.
It's been about an hour, right? It's been about an hour, guys. You guys.
And here I thought it was going to end with my yellow joke.
You got a yellow joke?
Yeah, the color for your Bumblebee.
Okay,
Never
go on.
mind.
All right, okay, well, never mind.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the R.O.C Hangout.
Yeah, thanks for guys coming on. Good chat. Thank you very much.
We are
I guess we're going to keep the chat going, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're going to continue going on here right now, but we're going to kill the live broadcast version of the show. We usually go about an hour or two after this. We don't think you guys want to watch 3-4 hours of us rambling on about fucking toys and all that other bullshit.
I just want to say thanks for having me on, you guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for coming on. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you.
It's been a long time.
I'm glad to be back. I missed what. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Asian Kid Matt.
Yeah, where is that dude?
The co-host of the R.O.C Hangout is not here now. He had some shit he had to do tonight. So.
Oh, I thought maybe Wild Rider's electrical system blew.
Yeah, well,
you know,
you can see it from space. That's the hashtag. Hashtag see you from space.
That alternator's working hard.
That's right.
He had like 5 alternators in there. Well, thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, man. We're gonna leave the chat open, and then we'll have another hangout next Monday for sure. So Everybody, just remember
For
to love and
sure.
relax. Love and relax.
What's it, Tommy? Love and relax?
Love and relax, man.
Was it relax and love?
No, it's just love and relax.
Love and
You do
relax.
11 and then you relax after.
At what point is Asian Kid Matt like a no call no show? He just gets fired.
He's got, it's like at my job. You have 2 no call no shows and 4 call outs, and then you're done. I gotta call the union.
Gotta go.
Fuck you, Matt.